Have you ever just had to touch like a silk scarf?
Oh, yeah.
Or, like a really beautiful silk gown?
Mm-hmm.
Or even just a pillowcase?
For sure.
There's just something about silk
Yeah.
that it's not just what it looks like.
It's almost like there's something a little bit mysterious about it.
Yeah, like visually appealing, but
It's been a symbol of like luxury
yes.
for so long.
And refinement?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's been around for centuries.
Centuries.
So today we are going to,
Unravel the mystery.
we're diving deep into the world of silk.
I love that.
I love it, dude.
We're going to look
Yeah.
at not just how beautiful it is, but the science
Let's get into it.
behind it.
Yeah.
And,
The benefits.
what are the benefits that
Yeah.
we get from silk?
Well, we are going to uncover how silk is so soft
Yes.
and how that softness is actually good for your skin and your hair. Not just a luxury.
Radish is a luxury.
It's functional.
Then we're going to delve into all of the skincare advantages of silk,
Yes.
how it can regulate temperature,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to even talk about how it can contribute to your sense of well-being.
Ooh.
And of course, we cannot ignore
We can't.
the ethical considerations
Yes, there's always
surrounding silk production.
two sides to every story.
Always two sides.
So let's get into it.
So let's start with the basics.
Yeah.
What makes silk feel so good?
I mean, we all know it's soft, but
We do.
what is it?
Is there more to it than that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I would say so.
Okay.
There's definitely a scientific reason
Okay.
behind that luxurious feeling.
Okay.
And it all comes down to the molecular structure of silk.
Okay.
So if you were to imagine silk fibers under a microscope,
Okay.
they're smooth, like little polished tubes.
Wow.
And these fibers are made of a protein called fibroin,
Okay.
which are very fine and tightly woven,
Okay.
creating a surface that glides
Glide.
over your skin with no friction. Practically no friction.
So it's not just the fiber itself, it's how they're
It's how they're arranged.
arranged.
Interesting.
And this really explains why silk feels so different from other fabrics,
Okay.
even other natural fabrics like cotton.
Interesting.
So think about,
Yeah.
have you ever woken up with those annoying sleep lines on your face from your cotton pillowcase?
All the time.
Right.
I mean, it's like my face is imprinted with
It remembers
the fabric.
the pattern of the fabric.
Yes.
That's because those cotton fibers
Uh-huh.
can be soft,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a much rougher texture
Okay.
on a microscopic level.
Okay.
And that creates friction against your skin, which can lead to those creases.
Oh, no.
And, over time, wrinkles.
So you're telling me that if I switch to a silk pillowcase, I can prevent wrinkles?
It's not a miracle cure,
Okay.
but
But less wrinkles?
the reduced friction can minimize those sleep wrinkles.
I love that.
And the benefits go beyond wrinkles.
Because silk is so smooth, it actually reduces irritation.
That makes sense.
So it's great for people with sensitive skin.
Okay.
Or even conditions like eczema.
Like it's giving your skin a break
Yeah, it's giving your skin a break.
while you're sleeping.
Absolutely.
Okay, so less friction, less irritation.
Less friction, less irritation.
But I've heard other things about skincare benefits.
Yes.
Is there any truth to that?
There is more than you think.
Okay.
Silk is naturally hypoallergenic,
Okay.
which means it resists dust mites,
Okay.
mold,
Yeah.
and other allergens.
That can irritate our skin.
Yes, that can wreak havoc on your skin.
So for people with allergies,
Basically-
sensitive skin, this is a
Game changer.
game changer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And another interesting fact,
Okay.
silk absorbs less moisture than cotton.
Really?
So your skin can retain its natural hydration overnight,
Oh.
which can be really beneficial for people with dry skin.
This is great.
Oh.
I'm liking silk more and more.
Silk pillowcases sound less like a luxury and more like a necessity.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay, so
Moving on.
let's move beyond the bedroom.
Yes, let's move beyond the bedroom.
I've heard that silk can help regulate your body temperature.
Yes.
How is that possible?
So remember the structure
Yeah.
of the silk fibers.
Mm-hmm. Those smooth little tubes?
Exactly. Those smooth tubes
Yeah.
also make it very breathable,
Okay.
which helps to regulate your body temperature.
So it's like a personal climate control system.
It is.
Clear
Adam.
path.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
It can trap heat when it's cold
Okay.
and then dissipate it when it's warm.
Okay.
So that's why silk pajamas or sheets
Yeah.
can be so comfortable
Year round,
year-round.
whether you get too hot or too cold.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like you can have both.
That's amazing, especially for people like me who are always messing with the thermostat.
Yeah.
But before we go any further, I kind of want to talk about something that's been on my mind.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
The ethics of it all.
You're talking about the ethics of silk production.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
I know that traditional silk production involves boiling the silkworms alive
Yeah.
to get the silk.
Yeah, to harvest their cocoons.
I mean,
Yeah.
that seems so cruel.
It does.
So is there a way that we can kind of enjoy silk
Yeah.
but not feel bad about it?
I mean, it's a valid concern, and a lot of people are thinking about it and becoming aware of it now.
Yeah.
But there are alternatives.
Okay, like what?
Have you heard of peace silk?
Peace silk.
It's also known as ahimsa silk.
Okay.
It sounds very promising.
It does.
It's a much more humane method
Right.
where they actually let the moths emerge from the cocoons naturally
Okay.
before they harvest the silk.
Okay.
It takes a little bit longer,
Okay.
and it might be a little bit less uniform, but,
At least they're not.
it's a way to get the silk without harming the silkworms.
Okay, so it is possible to have silk and not compromise our values.
It is.
Okay, this changes things.
Good. I'm glad it's why.
I want to learn more about it now,
Yeah, me too.
but there's so much more
There is.
to silk than just the ethics behind it.
Beyond the ethics.
Let's talk about its versatility.
Yes.
We've talked about pajamas and bedding,
Yeah.
but there's so much more to it.
Oh, so much more.
So where do we begin?
Let's start with hair care.
Hair care.
Have you ever noticed how your hair feels
Yeah.
after sleeping on a silk pillowcase?
It feels so much softer
Right.
and less tangled
And less tangled.
in the morning.
That's because silk's smooth surface reduces friction,
Uh-huh.
which means less breakage and frizz.
So it's helping my hair too, not just my face.
It's helping your hair and your face.
Double duty.
Yes, double duty.
Wow.
And it's not just the pillowcases.
Okay.
Silk scrunchies and scarves are becoming more popular
Really?
because they're gentler on your hair than traditional elastics.
Okay.
So they can prevent creases and tension on your scalp,
Wow.
which can lead to healthier hair growth.
So I should just throw out all my hair ties and switch to silk.
I mean,
Not a personal decision.
okay, what about fashion? I mean,
yes.
This is something I'm excited about.
I love silk and fashion.
It just adds this level of elegance.
It elevates any outfit.
Yes, it's so sophisticated.
It really is.
I think it's the texture, the way it hangs.
It's how it catches the light.
It's just beautiful.
And you can do so many things with it.
Yeah.
You know, a silk blouse can be dressed up for a special occasion or dressed down
Right?
with jeans.
Yes.
And then a silk scarf can add a pop of color
Oh.
to anything.
Yeah.
You can even tie it around your handbag.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
I always wear silk scarves, but I
Yeah.
never thought about that.
Put it on your handbag.
So good.
It's a little bit of elegance.
And it's so comfortable.
Oh my gosh. Oh
like
my-
silk pajamas.
silk pajamas.
That's like the ultimate.
the ultimate in comfort.
Yes, it's like you're pampering yourself.
You are, even if you're just staying at home.
I know.
And we already talked about how it helps regulate your temperature.
Keeps you nice and comfortable all night long.
Yes, and it's so practical.
It is.
It's so lightweight
Yes.
and compact.
Very compact.
Perfect for travel.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever think about packing silk when you travel?
I actually never did.
You should.
But that's such a good idea because it doesn't take up a lot of space.
No.
And you can dress it up or dress it down.
Exactly.
That's so good.
It's a multi-purpose fashion item
That's amazing.
that is also super comfortable.
Okay, travel tip. I'm writing this down.
Okay.
Silk
Silk eye mask
eye mask.
for those long flights.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea.
Or even for
Yeah.
unfamiliar hotel rooms.
So good.
Blocks the light out and it feels good against your skin.
Okay, silk is so versatile.
It is.
I'm learning so much about silk.
I am too.
It's more than just a fabric.
It really is.
It can be incorporated into
All parts of our lives.
so many parts of our lives.
Yeah.
But there's one thing we haven't talked about.
Oh, what's that?
The mental and emotional
Oh.
benefits of silk.
Okay, tell me more.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so think about
Hmm?
the feeling of silk against your skin.
It's so smooth.
It's so smooth.
So smooth.
And soft.
So
Man,
soft.
listen to
Like a
that.
gentle caress.
Yes.
Some studies have shown
Yeah.
that soft textures like silk
Okay.
can reduce stress and anxiety.
Really?
It's like a form of self-care through touch.
That's amazing.
Right.
So I can actually de-stress
You can.
by just being around silk.
Absolutely.
That's so good.
So yeah, just incorporate silk into your life for a little bit of,
A little moment of peace.
yes,
Yeah.
a little moment of peace.
Relaxation. Think about like after a long day,
Yeah.
putting on a silk robe
Oh my gosh, I love that.
or using a silk eye mask
Yes.
when you meditate
It's like a mini spa.
at home. At home.
So good.
Right.
I love that.
Silk also makes a great gift.
It does.
For any occasion.
It says, I care about you.
I put thought into this.
You're special.
I care about your well-being.
It's practical.
Yes.
And luxurious.
And luxurious. You can do a scarf.
Yeah.
Pillowcase is a robe.
So many things.
It really shows you care.
And there's so many options for all budgets.
Yes. All budgets.
So this has been so eye-opening.
It has.
I'm learning so much.
Me too.
I feel like we've just started.
I feel like we've just scratched the surface of what silk can do.
It's a whole world of silk.
It is a whole world.
I mean, the history, the science.
It's fascinating.
It's been such a journey.
It's been a journey for sure, a journey through silk.
It really has.
And it's so fascinating how silk,
Yeah.
which comes from nature,
Right.
has this ability to just make our lives
Yeah.
a little bit more elevated,
And a little bit more beautiful.
more beautiful.
It's like bringing nature inside.
Yes.
Into our homes.
Yeah.
And into our lives.
Yeah, and for centuries it was a symbol of wealth and power.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Just for the elite.
royalty emperors and empresses.
Yes.
And it was traded.
Traded along the Silk Road.
I mean, can you imagine
I know.
the lengths people would go to
You know.
just to get their hands on this fabric?
The risks they would take.
It's really amazing.
It is.
I mean, it still has this allure today.
Absolutely.
But now we all have access to it.
Yes, thankfully we do.
We have so many options.
So many different types of silk.
Different price points.
Different price points.
And we can
be mindful of the ethical choices.
It's not just about the luxury.
It's not.
It's about how it's made.
Exactly.
It's about making those conscious decisions and being a good consumer.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into silk, what is your biggest takeaway?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is how silk can really transform your life and your experiences.
Yes.
It's not just about the fabric. It's an experience.
It is an experience.
And it's a way to elevate your everyday life.
Yeah.
Add a little comfort, a little elegance, a little self-care.
Yeah.
And, whether it's a robe or a pillowcase, or even just adding a little bit to your wardrobe, it's about making those conscious choices that are good for you.
Yeah, and good for the planet.
And good for the planet. Exactly.
I love that. What I also love about silk is that it's so versatile.
It is.
There really is something for everyone.
With every budget.
For every budget.
And every lifestyle.
Whether you've been using it for years or you're just learning about it.
Exactly.
There's always something new to discover.
Absolutely.
So if you could incorporate one silk item into your life, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I know.
I think for me it would be a silk sleep mask.
A sleep mask.
Yes.
I'm all about.
That's good for your sleep hygiene.
It's amazing for your sleep.
Yeah.
And waking up feeling refreshed and ready to go.
Yes, I love that.
I'm partial to the pillowcase.
Oh, the pillowcase. My hair and skin have thanked me ever since I switched.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
I hope so.
A lot of inspiration to maybe incorporate a little silk into their lives.
A little bit of silk, a little bit of luxury.
Whether it's for better sleep,
yes,
healthier hair,
yes,
that glowy skin,
yes,
or just adding that touch of luxury,
or just feeling good
to their everyday.
Exactly.
Silk is a gift that keeps on giving.
It really is.
It is so, embrace the softness.
Yes, embrace the softness.
Of silk.
Experience it.
Experience it.
And just see what it does for you.
So to all of our listeners out there, we encourage you to explore the world of silk.
Yes.
And,
discover its benefits.
Find out what works for you.
And pamper yourselves.
Yes, you deserve it.
A little luxury never hurt anybody.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep shining bright